Hey guys, how's it going? Kind of an impromptu drop in right here. Of course, my mornings begin very early and my nights sometimes go way into the night. But I just wanted to drop in because people are sending me photos and videos of all the gemstones they're finding in their gemstone gravel bags. I want to share some of them with you. And if this is the first time for you to watch me live or whatever, I want to share with you that we've been teaching people how to train their eyes to find money on the ground by letting them get gemstone gravel bags. And gemstone gravel bags are big bags, 15 plus pounds of gemstone gravels, which basically means it's the gravels and stuff and the shaking from the mines. They're all blended together from all over, but you use that gravel to train your eyes to understand what types of gemstones are there, because you can walk over incredible wealth when you're out camping or in the wild or in the national forest or mining or whatever. So I want to show you some of these finds that people are sending, and these are actual finds from the bags that we send out. So let me share my screen with you here. Here we go. Boom. Sharing my screen, and I want to show you now. This is where somebody started processing it, right, and doing it on their own. But first, I'm gonna share with you two things. This is what, when you see gemstones that I'm going to show you here in a moment, when you look to the right, these are what they look like in the rough state. They can be all kinds of shapes. They can be sharp edge. They can be rounded edge. The more they're round, it basically means the longer they've been out there and the more they've been tumbling down as they dropped out of the matrix. That's the right side of the photo. The left side of the photo kind of shows you that in gemstones, when you cut them, you can see how fantastic it makes them look. And so this is what I want to tune your eyes into so you understand what you're looking at. So let me show you one more of those, and then I'm going to show you this person's finds, and they're not even all the way through the bags yet. They've just started. Okay, so I shared the wrong one. Well, I blew the other one. Sorry about that. So I won't be able to go that. Here we go. Can you see that on my screen? Let's see if you can see that on my screen. No, I got to share it again. Sorry, I unfortunately deleted that one. So let me go right into it and go boom, right there. Okay, you see this? This is what this person found in the bags. And so what you're looking at right here is actual finds from the bag. They haven't even worked the whole thing yet. They just started digging through it. And you do this at home. You just kind of wash the rocks and put them through your spaghetti strainer or whatever the case may be. You're just kind of washing them, right? So they actually kind of pop out so you understand how to identify them. So let's look at this person's finds, right? And so this is truly awesome. They arranged them by colors, and I'm going to point a few things you're looking at here. Now, in this big, broad photo, you're looking at everything from rubies, pink sapphires. You're seeing all kinds of combinations of sapphires. You're seeing garnets, apatite. You're seeing gossamer, opals, carnelian, etc. So the mine bags are mixed from all over, so you can see all kinds of things. Let me get to some closer ones. Even when you see rough stuff like this is right when you take it out of your bag, the stuff can look like this, and it's when it's washed, you're actually see this. So don't forget to wash these things off. You got to do it with water, right? You have to do it with water so you see it. Now let's take a look. In this one photo right here. Now, this is why we did, do you know what you're looking at here, right? Because in this photo right here, would you know what you were looking at? Would you know the difference between fluorite and emerald? In this photo right here, you are looking at, let's see, I'm going to guess in size, but that bottom right-hand one looks like maybe a 10-carat emerald. That is a 10-carat emerald in that bottom corner. Look to the left. That's also emerald, but it's still kind of in the ore matrix where it gets locked in. Now, if that was wet, it would really, really pop bright. The top kind of green one, that's a fluorite of some stuff. The more golden one looks like Mexican opal. You see that little odd shiny one in the middle almost looks metallic. That's how sapphires can look if it has a lot of matrix. Okay, that's how sapphire can look in it. Let's see some of the other ones. Okay, let's look in this photo. Okay, so you're looking at carnelian. Now, carnelian's a pretty standard stone out there. You can find it, but look around this photo. The bottom left, all that left side, that bottom left, those are, you're looking at both a ruby and a pink sapphire, meaning it's changed over to the crystal structure and it's pink sapphire. If you go up that left side, you kind of see that line going across the top third, that left side, that little clear one up there, that's a sapphire. Now, I'm only looking at these from photos and stuff, right? And so in this photo, this is a beautiful photo. You know what you're looking at here? You're looking at a hoard of rubies. A hoard of rubies. And right, Shelley, you're exactly right. There's some agate in there and everything else. Hey, Ken from Scotland, thanks for joining in, brother. This is rubies and sapphires right here. Now remember, sapphires can be all spectrums from completely white all the way to the point that they turn red. When they get enough in the red spectrum, they're considered a ruby. When they're this side of it, they're still considered a sapphire. Look at this, right? Look at this. Okay, now the rubies are easier to spot. Look at now just look at the red cluster, okay? If you look at, they've got them kind of aligned in a zigzag, but the top left three, you see that kind of square structure and you see it goes down in three, those are absolutely rubies. If you move to the right, where you got the longer cylinder one, that's definitely ruby. And then go down one, that little red one, and then right to that crystal structure one, those are all rubies. The rest are pink sapphires, right? These bags are absolutely loaded with gemstones. Everybody's saying it's totally addictive. I'm going nuts. The whole family's into it. It's a great way to get your kids off the phones and doing stuff, right? Shelley, I'll answer your question there. What we did is we as a family have always been in the mining business. I've been in the mining business forever. So as a family, we own everything from sapphire operations to diamond operations to etc., right? And in that process, we work with other mines around the world because, you know, once you're in the gemstone world, the mining world, everybody kind of knows each other and they trade back and forth. And so what we do is just like in any world, you can buy anything at any level, right? When you're in the mining business, you can buy just the rough aggregate gravels. If you want to work them out, you can buy the mine, you can buy the land, you can buy shakedown gravels, you can buy just the rough gemstones in bulk, or you can buy blah, 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 all this other stuff. And so what we do is we take these high-level mine runs combined with ours, and we mix the mine runs together because this is how you train your eyes. It's not going to help you if you're just looking at one type of stone, right? Because, okay, if somebody was in Oregon and you're only trained to see Oregon sunstones, that doesn't help you when you're out, right? Because you might be out in Arizona where it's peridot and other stuff, right? And so remember, the goal here is to train your eyes. And to train your eyes right, okay, if you train your eyes right, okay, and Shelley knows this, if you train your eyes right, you can spot it right. So if you work in your own family's quarry or whatever, bam, you can spot them quick. But not every gemstone's there. And so to teach, we did this for our exploration teams. This is how this all started. The only way you can train your eyes is to be exposed to the gravels and everything else. You got to look for it. You got to know how to identify and pick it out. And so that's why this is a combo. Yeah, this is bag and sponge. You can find incredible cuttable gems. In fact, let's go back to this. if you were to look at what they sent it in, you can see all those, and there's some more there. The more they tumble through the systems, that's why you see sharp pieces, and that's why you see tumbled pieces. The more they tumble through the system, you're looking at amethyst here, the smoother they get. Okay, so the farther they've come down, whether they're alluvial mine or whatever, they get smoother. The ones that are more sharper haven't come that far through the system. You're looking at a vast array there. Look at that sapphire right in the center of the photo, right? Boom. But let me jump forward to here. This is what I showed you the other day. You got to know how to pick them out. That particular one there, that's a facet grade stone. That's a nice stone. That's what, 5 carats maybe or more. And so if you don't know how to look at these things, you don't know how to get them. And so what we've done is we have made sure that all the types of stones that you can find throughout the Americas, including Canada, etc., all these various mine roughs and gravels gets just randomly mixed together to make these training bags. And so that way, it doesn't matter where you live, you can train your eyes. So let's say you live in like Texas, and it's a great topaz state, right? But if you've only seen topaz, you might miss all these other gemstones. And so we're training you that, hey, if you do go up to Oregon, or you do go to California where other stones exist, or you plan to do it and get confidence in it, you do it. It's just like maybe playing blackjack at a casino. You start kind of a little small, and you teach yourself and you build your confidence. So this is your confidence building bag that you can find and identify these things. So I'm just gonna do one more run through these, right? Take a look at that, right? So that stone is a great cuttable stone, okay? All different, these are what called conglomerates. Some people call them pudding stones. These aren't the best pudding stones, but it's just conglomerates. It's how the rocks lock together. Lapis lazuli, turquoise, agates, dolomites. You see all kinds there. Great sapphire. Look at that. Looks like just a sun right in the center. Boom. Right? What a wonderful, nice size sapphire there. Sapphire up to the left between the green aventurite, etc. All kinds of opals can be clear, not just the fiery ones. You got a green sapphire on the bottom there. You got an apatite, I think, to the left, which is the bigger stone, azurite, right? A lot of carnelians there, right? You got jasper, you got tiger's eye. Again, some sapphires again in there, rubies. You got pink sapphires. It looks like a gossular garnet of some sort right there. Besides, okay, kind of the same ones, just a different shot. Fluorite, apatite, opal, sapphire, emeralds, conglomerates before you wash them, and they sent them in a nice array. How cool is that? I liked how they organized them out. And so get your bags, right? We only have a few left. They make great gifts. They cost less than if you took a road trip, right? But this is the way you learn to do it. But also just for folks that can't get out and travel or don't get out and travel and love gemstones and love rock finding, this is just a great way you can do it at home. But I tell you what, you have these bags come in and you sit with your kids or your grandbabies or whatever, and you start pulling out stones. I guarantee you they set down that phone or that video game they're playing, and they come sit and they glue themselves for hours. They glue themselves for hours. Well, thank you, Greg. I appreciate that very much. Thank you very much, because these are running out really quick. But with kids and grandbabies and whatever, you just do it, right? You just do it. And think about this, okay? It's, maybe it's your staycation at home, right? You're sitting at home anyway. We'll ship them to you. It's a heavy box. It has a pretty hefty shipping charge, right? The United States shipping charge is going to run in the 20s. Because they're very heavy. We have to reinforce these things. You don't want them spilling out and breaking out. And but also more importantly, when you come to the foreign countries, when you go to Canada and stuff, the shipping can be pretty pricey. But this is That's the only way you can kind of get them, but it's a big ass bag. Number one, don't throw away the gravels, because I guarantee you haven't found everything, right? And that photo I sent, they've only partially worked it. There's probably 2 to 3 times more in there still once you learn to do it. Shelly says it'll be a Christmas event. That's awesome. Hey, you guys that are doing this, send me your photos and send me videos of the kids doing it. But keep the gravels. Don't throw away the gravels and think you're done. Please don't do that. Store them away, let them dry, come back at them a few months later. I guarantee you'll find more. That bag, that acute heavy canvas mine bag that it comes in, that's what you take with you in the field to keep your rock samples anyway, the bag just itself. So anyway, have great fun with it. I just wanted to show you, because it just excites me to see people doing it. I'm getting pinged with all these emails going, oh man, the grandkids are going nuts. They're addicted. This is just a fun thing to do. And at worst case, you're going to have fun. Next, worst case is you're going to get educated on gemstones and minerals and learn the look. Best case is you find a really great stone that you want to have cut, and you can say, I found this myself and I had it cut. Or from there, you get out in the field and now you know what you're looking at and what happens if you find that incredible, incredible, incredible find. This is it. This is it. This is just a great way to do it. A great way to do it. So you have fun, share this with your friends. I've only got limited one left, but I wanted to come on and show you this. Okay, you can see where you can order it at the bottom of your screen, and we got a little ad on Facebook and stuff like that, but they're limited. Y'all have wonderful, wonderful times doing this. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Cheryl. I appreciate it. This is a lot of fun. It's very addictive, right? I tell you, here's the consequence of when you learn to train your eyes. You'll go on vacations, but you'll be like this the whole time, because it's holy shit. When you train your eyes, there's money on the ground. Okay, folks, y'all have fun. Love you. Take care. Bye-bye.